Good morning and welcome back to This Little Wonderful Life. My name is Ali. I'm having a cup of tea. My hair is, I washed it and then went to bed with it wet, so it needs dealing with. But I wanted to film this introduction as early as possible. It is just after 7 o'clock in the morning because I have got a lot to get through today, and I also wanted to film a vlog for before Vlogtober. So by the time you see this, I think Vlogtober will be in just over a week, about 9 days. So I wanted to get a little vlog in September before that starts. We are fully into autumn transition now, and I'm very much embracing it and enjoying it. I love this time of year. It's my absolute favourite time of year when we start to have these subtle changes towards autumn. Although it hasn't been so subtle, it's like someone flicked a switch and we just went summer to autumn overnight. I've just been out picking some tomatoes. We have a glut of cherry tomatoes. Please let me know if you have any recipes to use up cherry tomatoes. I might make some sauce, like some spicy ketchup or something. I've got some green tomatoes that may or may not still ripen. They do still seem to be ripening, and I've got a really lovely recipe for spicy green tomato ketchup, which is lovely. So I might do that. So I am just having my cup of tea, my first cup of tea of the day, which is always the best one. Cheers. And we got back yesterday from dropping our eldest daughter Lilia back to university, and then in a week I'm off to Spain with some friends for 3 or 4 days, and then I get back, and then 3 days later I'm off to Yarndale. So I've got a lot of adventures, and I have got quite a big life change coming up as well. So I wanted to chat about all of those things. So we're going to go shopping, which I hate. I hate clothes shopping, but I've only got one t-shirt that I currently wear. All my other ones have either worn out or are just not happy wearing them anymore, and I very, very, very rarely buy new clothes. So we're going to go and have a little bit of a shop around, see if we can pick up some t-shirts. I also want to fit in a walk because I've got really behind on my walking challenge. If you are new around here, I am trying to complete 1,000 miles in the year. I did it last year as well and got to something like 850 miles, I think. This year I was bang on track until we reached August, and I've been here, there and everywhere, and I have hardly walked at all. So I really need to do some catching up on that, and I'm looking forward to some lovely long walks. So I'd like to get one in today, and I want to get back to my workouts as well because I haven't really done that whilst I've been travelling about. So I do workouts with Kirsty at Strength and Bloom. I really, really like them. God, my hair looks massive. So I'd like to fit one of those in today as well. I never want to do them. I always feel great afterwards. Yeah, and I also want to sit down later with a cup of tea and have a read of the autumnal magazines. Sorry, big gulp of tea on the Readly app, who are sponsoring this video, because in my mind, September is the best time of year for reading magazines because you've got all of the autumn content, and it's just so inspiring and cozy, and I love it, and all the recipes, so many things. So with Readly you get access to over 8,000 magazines and newspapers without the space required to pack or store 8,000 magazines in your house or in your suitcase if you're going to, say, Spain and then Yarndale in close succession. So that works out very well for me. As I say, I can't get enough of magazines at this time of year. I adore all the autumn themes. I spent a lovely long bath time reading the September issue of Homestyle magazine last night. I've spoken about this before. Things like Homestyle, Style at Home, Your Home, they are my guilty pleasures. I love them. I love reading those and indulging in it all and getting lost in the sort of colour and the inspiration of it without having to do much thinking. I love those magazines. With Readly, I have all of them. There was a whole Reset for Autumn feature in the September issue of Homestyle magazine, and some absolutely brilliant recipes, which I shall hopefully make some of when I'm filming Vlogtober. I bookmarked them to come back to then. It's so easy to navigate and read it page by page or jump around. I often read magazines backwards. I don't know why, but I've always done that. Am I the only one that does this? I suspect I'm probably not, but I don't know why I like to read magazines backwards. Not like the crochet magazines and that, because they make more sense forwards with the patterns and stuff. But yeah, I tend to read sort of lifestyle, homestyle magazines backwards. Also, and I'm not sure if this is a selling point that they've thought about, but I love reading magazines when I'm in the bath. But that's getting increasingly hard to do because I now need to wear glasses and they get steamed up when I'm in the bath. But with the Readly app, I can just zoom in. I can just pinch and zoom. I can see what I'm reading, or I can zoom right in on pictures to have a really close look. That is a real bonus for me to be able to have my iPad and read the magazine still in the bath without getting steamy glasses. Anyway, I'm off on a tangent. So I've got a link which will get you 2 months free. So if you do that now, you can cancel at any time. That'll take you September, October, November. That'll take you up to the end of November, and you'll get all the Christmas issues. Marvellous. Okay, I'm gonna finish my cup of tea, go and sort my hair out a bit so it's a bit more comfortable. I don't mind how it looks. It just feels so poofy, and I've got so much to do today that it needs to be out of my way and not at the forefront of my mind. Then I've got to decide the order in which I want to do things. I might go for a walk straight away. Phoebe, my youngest, has just gone back to school and she's got the worst sore throat and cold. So she's in bed, so she's not going into school today. And we haven't even made it a week into term. Anyway, tea, hair, walk. Let's go. Oh, and cats as well. I'm feeding all the neighbours' cats. I've got to go and do that. I'm feeding Mia, which is hilarious because she spends most of her time here next door. So I've got to go and check she's okay. And then my other neighbour, 3 doors down, I've got to go and do her 2 cats as well. I am cat lady this week.
Open up the window, I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold when the autumn leaves are playing chase. It puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September.
Well, I am back. I need to hang a load of washing out. It is coming up for, it is 11:30. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten since very early this morning, so I'm going to have an early lunch. I wasn't going to make any of the recipes that I mentioned earlier that I bookmarked from the magazine, but there was one that was really playing on my mind that seemed perfect for dinner tonight, and it would utilise some of the stuff I've got left over in the fridge or that needs using up. So I'm going to make the, what was it called? It is the slow cooker chipotle chicken. And it's basically a recipe where you throw everything in the slow cooker and it's either 4 hours on high or 6 hours on low. So if I do it now, I can put it on low for 6 hours and it'll be ready. It'll be perfect. We all like quite spicy food. With Phoebe having a cold, I think that'd be really good because a bit of chilli and that is good for you, isn't it? When you've got a bit of a cold and you need to clear the nasal passages. It's also good for inflammation and everything like that. And she loves a kind of Mexican-based dish and those flavours. So I've never used chipotle before, but I've got some in Sainsbury's. Spicy chipotle paste, so I think that's going to be good. It says it's hot. I've also got bird's eye chilies. The recipe says 2. I'm only going to do 1. Don't want to go completely too hot. I've also got some sour cream and some guacamole left over in the fridge that needs using, and some yogurt to cool things down a bit. The recipe calls for silver skin onions, but I don't think people would go for that. But I've got loads of little red onions that need using up, so I'm just going to chop some red onions instead. And we're going to have them with some wraps, I think. So I'm going to do that, hang out some washing, have a bit of lunch, and then go clothes shopping. So I just started eating something. And then I remembered I was going to show you. I went to the charity shop whilst I was out and I picked up a t-shirt. This is not what I wanted to buy. I didn't want to buy leisure wear. There's a fly buzzing about. I wanted to buy t-shirts for for going out and shopping and walking around the streets in Spain. Not active wear. But it was £3 and I'll wear it all the time for walking. So that's good. I'm going to take the tag off and give that a wash. Actually, I might try it on first. But I'm pretty sure it's going to fit me no problem. It's a size 10. I'm normally a size 12. But it looks really quite like loose fitting. So, yeah. What do you mean?
I like that.
Is it too short?
No.
Charity shop.
That got Holly's attention. Go where?
Hello, I just talked for about 5 minutes and realised I hadn't pressed record. I'm going to start again. I've just pulled up at the shopping centre, bracing myself to go in and start shopping. Ugh. And I thought I'd just have a quick chat with you before I go in, because I realised I said at the beginning of the vlog that I've got some life changes coming up, very mysterious, and I don't want to forget to mention that before the end of the vlog. So basically, what I do here on YouTube is going to change a little bit. And because I'm going to be working more hours, I applied for a job. Right, it's okay. I'll get to that bit in a minute. I'm going to be working more. So I work 2 days a week at the moment for a museum. I'm still going to be doing that. The rest of the week I do YouTube. I love my job and I'm going to continue to do it. But I do have capacity to do some more, and I need to do some more because I love doing YouTube. It's how I make half of my income. It's my hobby. It's something I feel quite passionate about. It's something I really enjoy, and I'm going to keep doing it. However, as my subscribers have gone up, my views have gone up, everything's going in the right direction. Can I take these off? I'll take these off momentarily. The sun has gone behind a cloud. My earnings are not going up, they're going down from revenue on YouTube, and I don't, this is a common problem as far as I can see, is chatting with other YouTube creators. We've got like a WhatsApp group with a load of us just to chat like admin-y things, like a bit like an office colleagues chat, where we can talk about doing our tax returns, what box to tick on this form, any other problems or technical issues with uploading and so on. And it doesn't seem uncommon that people are starting to see there's a decline in YouTube revenue. I also make income from working with sponsors. I'm very, very fussy about who I work with, but generally speaking, because the revenue from YouTube is going down and not up, and is not as reliable as an income, I was starting to think about getting some extra hours. However, I love my job so much, I don't want to leave my job. And then a post came up at the gallery, which share the same building, that they share the same building as us at the museum, but they're a completely different organisation, and they were looking for a 1 day a week admin person to help with different things relating to the art and things that they do. And it just seemed really serendipitous, so I went for it. I had an interview last week and I was offered the job. I am really excited. It's going to mean that I see the work that is happening in mental health and art and mental health. I'm going to see that from a completely different angle. I work very much in the history of that, and now I'm going to be in the present of it, and I'm going to get to experience both sides. I'll be working Wednesday to Friday, so I'll have less time as well. Yeah, so I think how I do videos on this channel will change a bit, because I'll be a bit more ad hoc. I'm still going to do my vlog series and things like Vlogtober, and other ones throughout the year. And I'm going to concentrate definitely on trying to keep up my content on my knitting and crochet channel more, because that's something that really, really excites me. I love making vlogs, but it takes quite a long time to do. I feel like I'm really rambling and not explaining this very well, but yeah, basically, long and the short of it is I'm going to be doing an extra day a week, and it just means I'll have less time to spend doing YouTube as much as I would like, but it does mean that income-wise, things will be a bit easier for us. And we really need new sofas. I'm really happy and I'm really, really excited, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to something different. And I haven't done anything different sort of career-wise in about, so I've been at the museum almost 10 years. and it's been my singular job, because I had 2 jobs. I did both. I did museum and I worked in a hospital as well, for about 6 or 7 years, I think. So it feels really good to be starting something new, going into something where I can learn a new environment, and yeah, it's going to be brilliant. Yeah, anyway, I can put it off no longer. It is time to go shopping. Sunglasses definitely staying on now. It is bright and hot. I am back in my car. It is about 40 weeks later, or so it feels. I was in there for about 2.5 hours. So Blue Water, where I am, is a triangle, so you can just walk round and round and round and round on 2 levels. So I started on the top level, went all the way round, then went down the stairs, I went all the way round the bottom level, and I went in every single shop that could possibly have had something that I was after. Avoided the ones I don't need to do today. I nearly got distracted by books, managed to avoid that. Nearly got distracted by getting into jeans shopping, which is something else I need to do, but I don't need jeans for going away to Spain. And I think going shopping for jeans is going to be a whole full day of misery. So I'm going to do that on a separate occasion. And actually it was a lot more successful than I thought it was going to be. I've kept all the receipts because when I go home I will try everything on to make sure. And I think I showed you most of what I liked when I was filming in the changing rooms. I also picked up some conditioner for Phoebe and some more paracetamol. I got the only flip-flops that I like to wear, and they are, you can probably get them, used to be able to get them in Asda George, haven't seen them there in a while, but they also do them in Accessorize. I like them because I have hyperhidrosis in my hands and feet, and these have got like a straw base, which I find really comfortable when my feet are hot and slippery, which is lovely, isn't it? I got a t-shirty thing in, oh, where did I go? What did I get? Let's look at all the receipts. Oh, I got 2 t-shirts in Superdry. I don't normally go to Superdry, not particularly enamoured with the quality. 20 quid seemed a bit steep. I would have been happier with around sort of £15, but I really like them, and I purposefully, when I was choosing the stripy one, I went for the red and white stripes because it's something a bit different to what I would usually wear. But then I went to H&M and picked up a black and white striped one for about £6 there. So it was all working within my budget. And I also got a lovely top from Blue Vanilla, which is a shop that quite often has things I really like. So I'm glad I went in there. And I saw lots of other stuff as I was going round as well, more sort of autumnal stuff. So I definitely will do another day of shopping and try and, oh, I've just seen 2 magpies, that's good, isn't it? And try and, you know, update my wardrobe a bit. There's certain things I wear that make me feel really happy. I believe it's called dopamine dressing, and I need to do more of that. But in order to do that, I need to not just wear jeans and the same 2 jumpers for the entire winter. Right, let's get home. Going to get my audiobook and the air conditioning on. And where's my water? Got my fizzy water. I was so thirsty. I didn't realise I was going to be here so long. Otherwise, I would have brought water with me. Right, let's go. It's coming up to dinner time, and I've just been chopping some fresh coriander to pop on the top. I've just had a little look at it. It's very, very saucy. I did think there was a lot of sauce in it when I was doing it earlier. I've got to shred the meat, but I think it's going to be a very saucy meal. So instead of serving it with wraps, I'm just going to cook some rice, and we've got all the bits to go with it as well. So hopefully it'll be a hit. I will let you know after we've eaten it. I wanted to mention this as well. I forgot to show you that I bought myself some Lush, a Lush shampoo bar. I've used these a couple of times before, but I've never had the Honey I Washed My Hair one. And again, because I'm going to Spain, we only take hand luggage. And this is perfect. We will buy things like conditioner to share once we're through security. Oh, I've made a meal of that. Let me get it out to show you what it looks like. But I do like to have my own shampoo, and this is not a liquid, so it's fine, and it smells amazing. Yeah, I picked this one because it was a bit misshapen, and I always end up going for the misshapen things. So I've got a little tin already for that, which I shall pop it in. So that's good. I've got my flip-flops, I've got my shampoo. I'm winning so far. Yeah, well, I wrote a little list so that I didn't forget anything. Show my Lush thing, talking about dinner. I will show you what it looks like as well. Oh, don't forget as well about the Readly link, which I shall put underneath in a description. I'll also put it in a pinned comment so that you can take advantage of that if that's your kind of thing. And yeah, don't forget to check back in a week or so when Vlogtober starts. It's going to be such a weird month, like doing a month of vlogs and starting a new job and everything. It's going to be really, really exciting and nerve-wracking and everything. And I am now just rambling for no reason, and I need to go and get on with dinner. I don't know how hot spice-wise this is, but the thing is certainly hot. The lights are on. It's 7 o'clock.
Hashtag get Phoebe a bunny.
So, as I said this morning, I have been feeding cats. So Mia, who lives next door, we've been looking after her. We've brought her in for a bit because normally she comes over, but we don't think she can because normally she comes out of the back window, and I think she's struggling to get over the fence otherwise. So we brought her in for a bit of company because she's been all on her own for the last few days. I mean, she might just be enjoying the solitude, I don't know. But we'll take her back in a couple of hours. We'll just see if she wants to sit and have a cuddle. And then I went further down to feed the other cats. They're a bit more complex because they've got like medications and stuff. And there's a rabbit, and Phoebe came with me to go and check on the rabbit and give her a brush and things, and absolutely fell head over heels in love, and I almost couldn't get her to come home. She wanted to steal the bunny. So she had a lovely time, and she really likes meeting the other cats and things. So we've had a very nice sort of 45 minutes sorting out animals. How lovely was that dinner, Dan?
It was mega gorgeous.
Yeah, Dan really, really liked it. And actually it wasn't as saucy as I thought. Once I'd shredded the chicken, it was absolutely really, really gorgeous. And I added some smoked, when I put everything into the slow cooker, I did add a bit of garlic powder and a bit of smoked paprika, as well as salt and pepper, just to add to the flavour, and I'm glad I did. But we definitely have that again. It was really simple and really quick to put together. No pre-cooking or anything like that. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and leave you to it, and I'll see you in a week and a bit for Vlogtober. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.